About half a year ago, I decided to embark on the insanely ill-informed quest to earn 100% completion in every single LEGO game by TT Games. Ever since I started, I've been repeatedly putting off one specific game, and that game would be LEGO Indiana Jones 2. If you look at almost any ranking of the LEGO games, Indy 2 is almost guaranteed to be at the very bottom of the list, and many people seem to completely dismiss it as a failed experiment. After playing it for myself, however, I disagree. I think that despite its many flaws, LEGO Indiana Jones 2 is a good LEGO game, and here's why. It does something completely different. Not something so different that it doesn't feel like the games that came before it, but different enough to shake up the repetitive formula. I know that when this game came out, these changes weren't well liked at all by nearly anybody. People had just come off the first 3 LEGO games, the 3 often referred to as the Golden Trilogy, and they were hungry for more of the same. LEGO Indiana Jones 2 was not more of the same. For those of you who haven't played the game, LEGO Indy 2 has very short levels, no in-level collectibles, and a strong emphasis on individual hub worlds. These hub worlds are the main reason that I say that this game is not a bad LEGO game. This is, in fact, the LEGO game that introduced the blend of open world and episodic level gameplay that the series still uses today. The hubs aren't perfect, but they're pretty solid considering that they were LEGO's first attempt at that style of gameplay. The hubs also included most of the collectibles that TT Games didn't remove from their normal roster. Each hub contained hidden colored bricks, 10 of each color, that once found functioned like red bricks in earlier and later titles, as well as 5 hidden bonus levels that were similar to the ones that are found in Gringotts in the following game, LEGO Harry Potter Years 1 through 4. I don't really like the bonus levels that much. They're a little bit bland and uninteresting to me, but it was a nice addition nonetheless. Easily the biggest change that was introduced in this entry is the way that the collectible or treasure system works. The only collectibles still found in the main levels are, of course, the LEGO studs, which have to be collected to achieve the true adventurer status. Every other collectible can be found after the story by re-entering the level from the hub and playing an altered version of the level to unlock the treasures or mini-kits that would normally be hidden in the base levels. Most people seem to dislike this alteration to the LEGO formula, but I think that it actually keeps the game from getting too tedious. I wouldn't want all of the LEGO games to play like this, but one deviation from the formula won't hurt me too bad, and it keeps this specific game pretty memorable. On a quick side note, the humor in this game is perfect. Pretty much every single cutscene had a moment that made me genuinely laugh. This game probably contains the peak humor that TT Games could achieve with just the grunts that were featured in the earlier LEGO games. Now that I'm done complimenting the game for a while, however, this wouldn't be an honest review if I didn't talk about the negative aspects of Indiana Jones 2. The levels in this game are so bad. They're really bad. I don't think anybody actually likes the levels. Aside from the vehicle levels, which I'll complain about in a second, each one only took me about 5 minutes on the first time through, which wouldn't have been a big issue if the levels made any sense at all. I understand that the devs didn't want to reuse any scenes from the first game, because some of the movies that were featured in this game were also featured in the first, and that they wanted to have at least one boss fight for each section, but I'm 100% convinced that they just made stuff up. In addition to that, LEGO Indiana Jones 2 has at least close to the worst driving, and as a result, the vehicle levels are frustrating and take 3 times as long as they should. I did like the giant lava man that they added, though, at the end of Temple of Doom. I know it didn't happen, but I think they should re-release Temple of Doom with a giant lava man. I loved the lava man. That level rant probably made it sound like everything I said earlier was fake, but I genuinely did enjoy this game. It was the beginning of many things we love about LEGO games today, and though it may not be perfect, it's far from the worst game in the series. And with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Did you enjoy Indy 2 when it came out, or was it the bane of your existence like so many others? Be sure to let me know down in the comments. I'm not completely finished with the game. I'm at about 80% right now, and I'm planning on putting out at least one more video on it, a ranking of every single level, as well as similar rankings for the games I've already completed in the series, so be sure to subscribe so you see those as soon as I get them uploaded. Thanks, and I'll see you then.